Lagos has always been the envy of many cities in Africa. From infrastructure advancement to commerce and socio-economic development, Lagos is one state that many believe has witnessed reigns of successive forward-thinking leadership over the years. Welcome to Inside Lagos. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi. Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU has launched a tech-driven, safe and comfortable Lagos Ride taxi scheme. As part of his transportation and traffic management reforms, 1,000 brand new cars have now been rolled out as first batch of the ride-hailing taxi scheme. Have a listen. Transportation and traffic management in Lagos has been a very critical sector when it comes to infrastructure development in the last 2 decades. As one of Africa's most populous cities, successive governments in the state have invested massively in its transportation development master plan. From road construction and rehabilitation to the provision of high-capacity and last-mile buses, waterways services, as well as blue and red light rails, Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU has been raising the bar with the state's intermodal transportation system under the traffic management and transportation pillar of his administration's things agenda. Now, a safe, comfortable and modernized taxi scheme has taken off in Lagos State with the rollout of the first batch of 1,000 brand new Jack branded autos by the governor. The scheme, codenamed Lagos Ride, was launched at a well-attended ceremony in Lagos State.
Yes, it is done! It is done! 1,000 vehicles! Mr. Governor, the ambassador of that ride. Here goes Mr. Governor! On this ride, follow very closely. But this is the Governor's ride.
This place, there's another ride coming here.
Details of the car, even while the motion, will be revealed in the event of a misbehavior of the driver, maybe he broke traffic light or caused an obstruction or something. Right, so this is also an external security feature that will ensure that it keeps everybody safe.
The ride-hailing taxi initiative, which is being operated on a lease-to-own basis, is a strategic partnership between Lagos State-owned Ibile Holding Limited and CIG Motors Company Limited, with the objective to provide clean and reliable means of taxi movement across the metropolis at affordable cost using new brand vehicles. Operators are required to pay about 1.9 million naira down payment, of which the sum covers the 20% equity of cost of vehicle, registration and insurance. Each car being used in the scheme comes with technology-enabled security features that monitor every journey undertaken. For Governor SANWO-OLU, the scheme is a reflection of how the state is advancing in its drive to develop an efficient transportation model in tune with modernity and comfort.
What we see here is that Lagos is moving away from the era of rickety kabu-kabu to taxis that you are not sure if it's going to take you to destination, to brand new, comfortable, well thought out, safe, secure transportation vehicles. We're happy that, like I said, this is the last in the series. The government has provided high capacity buses. The government has provided medium capacity buses. The government has provided last mile buses. now the government is providing taxi scheme to cater for the entire spectrum of our transportation agenda under the team's agenda. The ceremony here, therefore, marks the official handover of the Lagos Ride with a start of 1,000 units of GSC vehicles. The second phase of it is to ensure that we also use this to trigger another investment, which is the assembly plant that Lagos State and Messrs. GSC Motors is also partnering and we're developing in Lagos. This assembly plant, I'm told, is about 50%, 55% completion. We're believing that before the end of the year, the assembly plant will also be completed. Your Excellency, the Chinese ambassador, this is the fallout of our trip to China 2 years ago. And we did say that we're not just going to buy vehicles, we're going to have what we call a backward integration in which we can continue to provide and assemble those vehicles here. We can recruit and employ a lot more of our engineers. This is a tax scheme that is meant to provide employment and dignity for our citizens. The critical issue of safety and security of life and property for our riders and the operators is equally important. The operations of these taxis are therefore technologically enabled with the following key security features. Each of the operator driver, as you can see, they're all standing, is given an Android phone that is loaded with relevant apps, thereby ensuring that there's efficiency in the operations in whatever part of the city they are in. A full security gadget, including the dashboard camera. There's a 360 dashboard camera in the vehicles that gives audio and video feedbacks accessible remotely for the next 24 hours. The camera, like I said, has a 360 coverage. So this is meant to cover, to protect both the driver and the passengers. And we also have a physical panic button that can be used by anybody inside a car, be it the driver or be it the passenger, to activate in the event of an assault, in the event of an emergency, and these are connected to a control and command center. An SOS button also is with the driver's app and the user's app, and so this also will be connected to the command and control center for necessary action. We'll be doing everything to ensure and to guarantee the comfort and the safety of our commuters whilst they are in this.
How can we work together to build Nigeria China brand? Auto industry really is a very, very important indicator and a very good ingredient for the economy. So I do believe that if China, Nigeria, China work together from business level, I do believe that we can have Nigeria in auto industry. We can use new technology, especially digital economy, and also green development to benefit the people in Lagos.
We got Garden to celebrate a truly remarkable event that started with the design of Mr. Governor to set up a world-class transport system fitting for a metropolitan city like Lagos, which stands undisputed as Africa's largest megacity. To hand over 1,000 units GSC Motor to Ibanez. Against all the odds, it is our hope that Ibanez Holdings will keep the vision of the Nakurai project burning, and it is a step closer to achieving the urbanization goal of the city. Through the support of amiable ex-corps members, the action and vision our dear governor has brought the real change to the good people of Lagos State.
When we first heard about Lagos, right? Truth be told, we were skeptical. But when we attended the stakeholders meetings, Indeed, we changed our minds. Lagos Ride was the answer to our prayers. Can somebody give Lagos Ride a round of applause? The details and futures they shared with us were clearly taught, and they listened to our inputs. From the security futures to automated maintenance plans, this solution gave us joy and comfort to carry on with our lives as drivers, fulfilling service to Lagosians. The ride-sharing future, which will allow riders to pay less while drivers earn more, is so exciting for us. The prospect of more income has kept us in eager anticipation of this day. I would like to appreciate Mr. Governor, the Cabinet, and the Lagos Ride team for this great service and for committing to building a greater Lagos.
As you know, Lagos has 22 million people, and the 22 million people have different needs. A lot of people are captive to downfalls or maybe their cars, and the idea is to give them options. So this taxi is another option that we're adding to our public transport so that people can either use the rail when it comes, the bus system, as well as the taxis. So we're providing all those spectrum to ensure that we develop an integrated transport system that moves people seamlessly from one point to the other and ensure that people have choices, options.
The launch of the taxi scheme was received with a warm embrace by ride-hailing drivers who described the initiative as unique and better alternative for Lagos residents.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, so better day for Lagos, reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, better Lagos, SANWO-OLU, for SANWO-OLU, you want to speak Lagos, SANWO-OLU.
The city of Lagos last week played host to President Muhammadu Buhari, who was on a working visit to the state. The #1 citizen of the country inaugurated the newly built and well-equipped international terminal of the Muritala Muhammad Airport in Lagos, among other activities.
Lagos, the city of aquatic splendor, has always been a trailblazer in Nigeria when it comes to infrastructure, technology, commerce, and industry. As one of Africa's fastest growing megacities, it has grown to become a destination of choice not only for investors, but also for tourists from across the globe. The state is now set to witness rapid economic growth as a major remodeling project undertaken by the federal government at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Ikeja comes to fruition. President Muhammadu Buhari last Tuesday inaugurated the newly built international terminal at the international airport, creating a new travel experience for air passengers passing through the Lagos International Airspace. Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU joined the president to unveil the new MMIA Terminal 2, designed and built under the ambitious rehabilitation program of the Federal Ministry of Aviation, in which 22 federal airports were marked for upgrade and remodeling. For President Muhammadu Buhari, airport infrastructure is no doubt central to economic growth, foreign direct investment, and socio-economic development.
This event is an eloquent testimony to the strong commitment of our administration to the development of world-class infrastructure across all sectors of the Nigerian economy. Our continuous investment in the building of long-lasting infrastructure in the aviation, road and rail transportation, agriculture, telecommunications, and other critical sectors is yielding massive results, and the people of Nigeria are now increasingly attesting to benefiting from the associated dividends. Starting from the year 2015, when we commenced our first tenure in office as government, we have been deliberate and consistent in identifying and investing in critical projects that will improve the standard of living of our people, as well as contribute immensely to our growth and development as a nation.
The host governor, Babajide SANWO-OLU, described the delivery of the new air terminal as a long overdue upgrade to the nation's flagship international airport. He said President Buhari, by the achievement, had rewritten the infrastructure narrative of Lagos, Southwest region, as well as the nation.
Mr. President, people might have forgotten that it's over 45 years ago when Terminal 1, the first terminal, was built. You are the only one that has put together a full second terminal at the gateway, at the international gateway of our country. The Murtala Mohammed International Airport has a traffic of over 50 to 60% of international and domestic travel of our country. And so what you are doing, or what you've done, it's not only about job creation, it's not only about ensuring that our youth truly believe in your government, but it's about opening up the international corridor of our country and making Nigeria truly, really accessible to the entire world. And so we want to thank you for all of these great feats that you have brought to us as a nation here today again. But beyond just bringing all of this, it's about speaking to infrastructure, which I think the Chinese ambassador talked about. There are no meaningful developments if indeed you do not have meaningful infrastructural renewal and redevelopment.
Mr. President, the other name for aviation since you took over in 2015 is growth, growth, and growth. We have in Nigeria successfully debunked the gospel truth that aviation doubles every 15 years. Currently, in Nigeria, the number of airports, including those currently being developed, has doubled. The passenger number has quadrupled. Other entrepreneurship, including catering and ground handling, has blossomed. Number of airlines and jobs have quadrupled. And Mr. President, thank you for this growth.
Also at the occasion, Lagos State Government signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAN, to construct ancillary road infrastructure that will create seamless vehicular connectivity to the airport through the Alimosho axis. The new Murtala Mohammed International Airport Terminal is equipped with a sensored conveyor belt, 7 jet bridges, 10 ultra-modern cooling systems, heat extraction in the baggage hall, ample space for duty-free shops and banks, recreational areas for children, 22-room hotel for stopovers, among others.
Now to education matters, where the Lagos State University conferred PhDs on 76 graduates at the 25th convocation ceremony of the prestigious Citadel of Learning. Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU was there. It's a celebration of success at the grand finale of the LASU 25th convocation ceremony. Inside the auditorium, the academic procession began the ceremony, witnessed by the Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, and Lagos traditional and religious leaders, as well as top government officials. The 76 graduates are from the 2019-2020 academic session who have completed their PhDs in the Faculty of Arts, Law, Education, Social Sciences, and others.
For those of you who have not attained the new vocational skills and training after your qualification, I want to urge you to register free online for each or any of our vocational entrepreneurial skills. You also have access
to the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund.
We have facilitated the deployment of internet across the campuses, and plans are underway to improve more of our facilities. We have signed MOUs with Delta State University on ICT solutions.
Governor of Kano State is conferred with the degree of Doctor of Letters, Educational Development, Healthcare Development, and Community Development in recognition of his contributions to the advancement of humanity.
We make it a practice to give education the highest sectoral allocation in our annual budgets, particularly that we have been implementing free and compulsory basic and secondary education in Kano State.
The convocation lecturer, national leader of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by the Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, spoke on the theme Global Trends, the rightful place of Nigeria in the world. It focused on how to improve the country.
To acknowledge this lapse, bold enough to correct it, and tolerant enough to endlessly vilify each other for causing it. Let us all join hands. We must reform this country. We have no choice.
The APC presidential aspirant Bola Tinubu also donated the sum of 1 billion naira for the construction of Bola Ahmed Tinubu Center for Leadership and Development at the university. Other deserving individuals who have served the country meritoriously also bagged honorary doctorate degrees and emeritus professor.
Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU says the 7-day ultimatum issued to occupiers of open stalls under the raised section of Echo Bridge at Okiari Market in APONGBON will not be extended. Mr. SANWO-OLU gave this warning as he visited the scene of the fire on Monday. The governor said all illegal traders under the damaged bridge have till Wednesday to vacate the site and remove their belongings, after which environmental task force officers will move in to clear wreckage left under the bridge, following last Wednesday's fire outbreak allegedly caused by flammables stored under the bridge. Governor SANWO-OLU was on the site of the inferno alongside his deputy Obafemi Hamzat and cabinet members for an on-the-spot assessment of the level of damage on the 48-year-old infrastructure.
We've given 7 days notice, and I want to reiterate, it's still on. So Wednesday is the deadline for everybody that has anything to have left there. The place is now we're going to start extensive clearing of the place. It's after that we can even get all the structural engineers, and all of the companies. This bridge was built by Julius Berger in 1974. So thankfully, they are still much around us. So it's only after that they can even come and do the assessment. I cannot begin to speculate how long it's going to take or what form is the rehabilitation going to take. That is for the experts to see. But if you look at it physically, they are extensive structure. You can see the amount of concrete that the intensity of the fire had to raise up. And so it's for all of us to see. But what we're about is to see how we can bring about as much as possible normalcy to traffic and the people that uses this bridge hitherto. And you will begin to see almost immediately, because I've seen it, that we can still have access into Lagos Island using the bridge. If you're approaching from Stadium, from Surrey, from Costain, before you get onto the APONGBON end of the bridge, you make a right. And when you make a right on the cliff, you go through Leventis, Outer Marina, and you can get into Inner Marina, or you can go to Butero. So you still have access to reach your businesses or whatever it is you're coming on the island to do. Similarly, if you are exiting from Lagos Island, from Outer Marina, from the tall Marina Bridge, or from whatever part, if you take road, and all the other parts of Lagos Island, Broad Street, Marina, what you need to do is, the signals are going to be well written out so that you can see. You will approach it from the Leventis, outer marina on Leventis, and you need to climb the bridge there. You know, there'll be enough signals that will show you that once you climb the bridge, you can now approach from this bridge here, right? And you can join a co-bridge. We're going to ensure that we clear every vehicle on this approach so that we can keep the 2 lanes that used to be available, you know, when you come down APONGBON.
Following the incident, the government indefinitely suspended vehicular movement on the affected part of the bridge to allow for safety tests and integrity examination of the facility.
Good governance, they say, depends on the ability to take responsibility by both the administration as well as the people. And that does it on this edition of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeni. See you next time. Bye-bye.